I haven't spoken to my husband in 2 weeks. And we still live in the same house and sleep in the same bed. Let me give you a backstory. So on Halloween, I went to work. I did not eat. I had patience. I worked 8 hours. The kids wanted to go trick-or-treating, so my husband and I went to his sister's house. I stayed in the car because I wasn't feeling well. I felt nauseous. I just really wasn't feeling well. We stayed for a little while. They got back in the car. He asked me, am I okay? I said, no, I'm not feeling well. I'm nauseous. I did not eat. He said, okay, we're going to get something to eat. I said, I think we should get cereal right now because that's the fastest thing. I don't want no fast food. We got the cereal. We came home. I was eating cereal. It still wasn't feeling well, so I came upstairs. He followed me upstairs, and he said, do you want me to leave you alone? And I said, yeah, leave me alone because I'm not feeling well. And this man said, you told your husband to leave you alone? You should never tell your husband. Excuse me? I am not feeling well. I want you to leave me alone. He said, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone. I went downstairs because my daughter was upset that we didn't go trick-or-treating out here. He came downstairs. He said other things. I didn't say anything. Cool beans. I sat on the couch. He came upstairs and he locked the bedroom door. For that night, I slept on the couch because I'm not fighting and arguing with you. I still don't feel well. Cool beans. The next day, he got up. He said nothing to me. I said nothing to him. Cool beans. That Sunday, he went to work. I went to go pick up one of my daughter's friends so she can have a play date. And when he was leaving, I was like, have a good day. Don't tell me to have a good day. You don't mean that. You hate me. I said, no, I don't hate you. I love you. Give me a kiss. I'm not kissing you. Cool beans. Ever since then, we have not talked. Am I wrong? Oh, let me not forget. I sent him a text message, which I'm going to put in here. I said, hey, I think we should have the conversation. You know, he didn't had the conversation to clear the air. You know, he didn't answer me back. Matter of fact, sorry, let me go back. He blocked me on every social media website. Every social media website. Am I wrong? Please let me know. And yes, I'm just waking up. And you see this skin? Get your collagen. Oh, let me know. So let's talk about it. Some of y'all have seen this story, but for those who haven't, you just saw it. This lady came on the internet and volunteered this information. Nobody asked her. And for y'all who have been seeing women do this stuff for like the last 5 years, y'all know what she did next, of course, right? What did she do next? People got in her comments and was telling her that her husband is a narcissist. Her husband is probably cheating if he's going 2 weeks without talking to you. Your husband doesn't like you. Your husband hates you. They were just telling her all the things that needed to be said. The truth. And, of course, a lot of women don't like to hear the truth. I believe if any man can go a week or two without talking to you, he doesn't like you. He's playing games with your head. Anybody that likes you will not want to be not talking to you for a day or two. And then he blocked her on all his social medias. And I suggest any woman who your man constantly does this, if he's constantly doing this, you need to be filing for a divorce and planning your exit. You need to get out. This is not something that they're doing that they don't know what they're doing. Psychologically, they know that it bothers you. And most of y'all have probably told them that them not speaking to you for a day or two bothers you. And that is why they will go longer than a day or two to get to you. And that's abuse. You need to be planning your exit. She needs to be planning her exit. And not only did she get on here and tell all her business, the people found her husband and sent him the video. And then her husband, y'all are going to see, he makes his own video and he gets on here and you can just tell from the moment he opens his mouth and from him taking that fake sip from that cup, which he didn't sip nothing. I don't even know if anything was in the cup. like that he was a narcissist and that he's abusive and that he does stuff like this all the time, and that you could look at his face and tell he's cheating. He probably did this purposely so he cannot speak to her for 2 weeks and she won't be calling his phone. The social media thing, erasing her from all his social media so she couldn't contact him on social media, because he's cheating. He has a girlfriend and he needed to spend quality time with her for 2 years. You can't tell me that's not why he did this. And she came on talking shit to the women that were trying to help her. You come on here and give your whole life story, and then the women who are actually telling you the truth and want to help you, you talk shit to them and tell them, not my husband, my husband, my husband. That's why I don't give women like this advice. I don't. Let them just rot in their own misery, because I'm telling y'all, 9 out of 10 women that are married are going through bullshit like this, and they don't have to. You really don't have to. So let's get into what everybody had to say, and I will talk to you ladies later. Bye.
You know what I find hilarious? That I could post my husband, I could tell you how much I worship him, I could do funny things with him, but as soon as I come on here and say, we haven't spoken in 2 weeks, oh, this shouldn't be for the internet, this should be for husband and wife. Shut the fuck up. Disrespectfully. None of y'all know me. Y'all have your opinions, I take it, I eat it, I go about my business. But please, you don't know me to tell me what I should and should not do. This is my page. You can scroll. Scroll. Because I could say whatever the hell I want on my page. At the end of the day, I worship my husband. I say nothing but good things on my page about my husband. But the one time that I say something bad, y'all want to scroll. And scroll. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Listen, we don't give a fuck no more, okay? I'm so sick of all these women coming on here. Oh, my husband did this, my husband did that. When we say something about it, then y'all want to follow up and try to cuss us out. Or my husband not like that. My husband loves me. Okay, the fuck ever. We don't give a fuck no more. So I don't know if y'all done seen. The lady got up here. She like, yeah, my husband haven't talked to me in 2 weeks. He been giving me the silent treatment. He blocked me on all social media. I sent him messages. He basically just read the message, didn't say shit to me. Apparently somebody done sent the video. Somebody done sent the video to the husband and to the sister-in-law. She come back up here like, oh, so y'all thought that was going to do something? Y'all thought he was going to do something to me? No, bitch. How you told us? You told us your business. So how was you mad at us for telling us your business? And then we just spreading the business that you done told us. And then she got her, well, my husband will be up here later on to make a video. Are we supposed to be scared of that motherfucker? We ain't scared of your husband. I don't know if you scared of him, but we ain't scared of your husband. Then the husband get up here and say a whole bunch of nothing. Basically, to sum the video up, your husband said, oh, you lying. It ain't go nowhere how you said it went, but he ain't gonna call you out. And you won. So I'm assuming, I guess y'all talking now. I hope y'all talking now. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Y'all hate each other. Y'all tired of each other. Because ain't no way a couple, any couple, married or, girlfriend, boyfriend, gonna sit up in the same place and not say nothing to each other for 2 weeks. It's a such thing as, getting yourself together and keeping down confusion. But 2 weeks. Now, I could see, 2 hours just to calm down, because I don't like confrontation. I don't like to argue with my husband. I'll cut my thoughts and everything off and close my mouth no more than 35, 40 minutes. But then we right back. We right back getting shit together. Because that's just life. But if y'all went 2 weeks, I don't know if this is a skit or what, or you did that to go viral. Man, you hate your husband and he hates you. And that's just dead on it. That's just dead on it.
She ain't talked to her husband in 2 weeks, but you on the internet talking to us. Y'all sleep in the same bed. Y'all don't speak, but you talking to us. Communication, lack of it. And then the boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all are married. Y'all supposed to be able to talk. I can't even go to sleep sometime without even touching. Like, our legs got to touch, hands got to touch or something, but y'all ain't even having a conversation. That's crazy. We don't need to know this shit. We can't fix it.
You haven't talked to your husband in 2 weeks, And you came on TikTok to tell us that. And then when everybody started dogging you for it, or dogging your husband for it, you do what they all do. You come back on TikTok and tell us to mind our fucking business. After it hits TikTok, it is our business. That's why creators like me, like when y'all bring up my wife and kids, I'll be like, why? Because I don't even bring them up and I don't post them like that. Maybe my kids, but they're kids, right? Like, it makes sense for you to get mad if you tell people, I don't talk about the wife. I don't post the wife. She don't even post herself on social media, so let's not talk about her. And then somebody talk about your wife and you get mad. But like, if you go like this, so I haven't talked to my husband in 2 weeks because that is now all of our business, baby. That's all of our business.
She done made him make a video. Boy, y'all just...
Her comment section is flooded with people who is sharing their opinion. You know, people who are solution-oriented or problem solvers. Girl, he's doing this. You should leave, this, that, and the third. And what made me interested is that she made a video after it went viral bashing her comment section that is defending her, saying, how dare y'all reach out to try to find my husband and tell him this, that, and the third, that he's doing this, that, and all that. How dare y'all do that? How dare y'all do this? What do y'all think he's gonna do? I'm not scared of him. Mind you, everybody is on her side. Everybody is defending her in the comments saying, I can't believe you had to go through that. And because the video got to her husband, she's mad at her comment section for pretty much outing her thoughts to her husband. Again, she chose to share the video to the world. And now she's mad that it went viral and her husband now knows what she's been thinking in this time that they haven't been talking. And she blames her comment section and then says, what y'all think he gonna do? I'm not scared of him. A woman who chose to share her thoughts on the internet about her marriage and her husband is now mad at everybody for going viral and for people being in her business. She then says, I'm gonna go get my husband to speak on this problem since y'all want to reach out to him so bad, which I guess problem solved because they're talking now for her to get him to come on here. And he then comes on here and pretty much says she's lying about everything. Bro, if you don't want nobody in your business, bro, stop sharing this type of stuff on the internet.
And to the wife that came on here talking about she didn't speak for her husband for 2 weeks, that was your one and only time to come on here to vent to us. For him to get on here and sip that Stanley Cup like that nonchalantly, and you still his... Okay, I'm done with you. That was your one and only time, baby.
Another old bitch getting on here and telling us what the fuck her husband did and how he didn't speak to her for 2 weeks and they live in the same house, that's now mad at us. Like, I just will never understand, y'all. Why get on the internet and tell your business if you're going to be mad how people react, if you're going to come back and retract statements? What did you share it for? We're all on here to be in y'all business. Why you think I'm fucking scrolling on here? It's to be educated and to be in people's business. Those are the only two reasons I'm really on here. If you genuinely just want a listening ear, bitch, go to your friends. Or matter of fact, go get a therapist. Because I'm just not understanding. TikTok is not therapy. It's really not. We're going to tell y'all what the fuck to do, what the fuck it looks like, and what the fuck it's not. And y'all get mad every time and be like, my husband's not this, not that. She on here talking about my husband not the type to act a fool. He literally didn't talk to you for 2 weeks, and you don't think that's acting a fool? You already told us he was acting a fool for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm so proud to be Gen Z. I am proud to be Gen Z. There's no way we are putting up with the shit that you bitches was putting up for that long.
Tell me to have a good day. You don't mean that. You hate me.
So I'm pretty sure by now we've all seen this video, right? Now, I don't know about y'all, but immediately I started to think childhood trauma. Him not feeling like he was important or special. She was ignoring him, and that really messed with him on the inside. So his response to that was basically to throw a grown man tantrum. Now, this is something that a lot of women have to deal with. And I don't know if they notice or recognize, but silent treatment can be emotional abuse. In this situation, it definitely was. It was his way of trying to control the situation and basically making her pay for what she said. The fact that she voiced that she needed some space and some time because she wasn't feeling well, he wanted her to pay for that. And that meant blocking her on all social medias. That meant silent treatment. That meant she has to sleep on the couch. Like all these different things that he's doing instead of communicating. And honestly, when he posted his, response video or whatever you want to call that, it honestly made more sense that this man does not know how to communicate. I really didn't even understand the point in that video. I guess because the video went viral and people were coming at his wife, so I guess she felt like, okay, now he needed to step in and probably, clear some things up, save the day, whatever. Even though he didn't, it just kind of made things make sense even more. And like I said, this is something that a lot of women have to go through at home with their husbands, where they give them silent treatment or they just lack the communication skills. And usually it's a result of childhood trauma. So this is why it's very important for you to work on communication with your children. Don't be so quick to tell them to be quiet and stay in a child's place. I feel like a child's place is also being able to tell your mom, okay, you did this to hurt my feelings, or whatever the case may be. If you don't get it together now, what's going to happen is you're going to raise kids that are going to end up in relationships just like this, and then they're going to be on social media venting the same way.
Can't put your business out on social media, then get mad when people have opinions about it. That's why there's a comment section you left it on, so people are going to comment. You can't come on here and say that you and your husband are in the same house, sleep in the same bed. You haven't spoken to him in 2 weeks because he got mad because you told him that you wanted to be left alone because you don't feel well, and then get mad when people tell you that your husband don't like you. It's obvious he don't like you. Like, that man wanted to find any reason to not speak to you, when the reason that he chose was because you said you don't feel well and don't want to talk to him at that moment. That's crazy. And then for you to come online after the fact, asking people's opinions, am I right, am I wrong? People giving you the opinions that you literally asked for. You want to come online talking about some, oh, I worship my husband. Huh? Saying that you worship your husband is crazy and is giving that you're male-centered. And then to get even more mad because people done found your husband. People done found your husband's sister, your sister-in-law, done sent the video to them, which, mind you, none of this would be happening if you wouldn't have opened the doors for it to happen. No one would be searching for your husband if you didn't post this video about your husband. And I tell people, don't post a video if you're not ready for it to possibly go viral, because you never know what will go viral, and you have to be ready for what happens when virality happens. This is what happens. People get in your business. And then when your husband finds out about this video, you talking about some, oh, what if I was in a DV relationship? Y'all could have just got me unalived. Not you gaslighting the same people that you was asking advice from. Now you're embarrassed and trying to save face. So your husband records a video addressing all of us when really he should be addressing you, the woman he hasn't spoken to in 2 weeks, according to you, even though he said that that's not true. Now you're trying so hard to prove to us that your marriage is not what you painted it out to be, when it's not our business. We should have never known what your marriage was like to begin with. You opened your mouth and told us that. Take us out the group chat. And people are telling you, if you're not going to listen to what these people are saying, the same people you was asking for advice from, then stop telling people about your marriage. Like, keep it between you and your husband, as you should. And she talking about some, oh, y'all like to hear the good things about my marriage, but then when I talk about the bad things, y'all have a problem. I don't care, da, da, da. And she talking about some, well, the video got over 3 million views and I'm getting paid for it. It's like, okay, you may be getting money from it, but sometimes not all money is good money. This money had to do with you talking bad about your husband and making people know about what's going on in your marriage. That's not worth the money to me. I would rather there be peace in my relationship and me and my husband deal with what we're going through behind closed doors than me welcome a whole bunch of strangers to have an opinion about my marriage, and then now I'm disrupting my husband's peace because now he got to make videos trying to do damage control for what I posted about. Crazy.
So for y'all who didn't see the husband's response, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all his response before I continue with the rest of the videos.
How you guys doing? I'm coming on here to address a video that my wife made. Apparently it went viral. I heard the story. I heard what happened. It didn't go any way like the way she said it happened. But I heard the story. I want to let you guys know that my wife won today. And for all of you husbands and boyfriends and significant others, your wife won too. My wife was right. For all of you husbands, boyfriends, and significant others, your wife is right too. Take that bit of advice with you. I know all you guys want to hear my side of the story, and some of you want to hear me throw my wife under the bus. Let me tell you something. I don't have time for foolishness. I don't have time for games. And I don't have time for nonsense, and neither should you. So what I want you guys to do is have a blessed day. I want you to put God first. And I would like for you to do the right thing simply because it's the right thing to do. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed. Peace.
Here's a simple solution. If you don't want nobody to say shit about the person you decide to lay down at night with, stop telling us!
And now she's mad at us because someone sent him the video. Okay, so you're mad because your video went viral on the World Wide Web, and you're mad that we told your business when you basically told us already. These people, I can't with these people. So he wasn't talking to you for 2 weeks, the silent treatment. No. I couldn't do it. I actually asked my man, could you not talk to me for 2 weeks? He's like, I can't go a day without talking to you. And then he said, oh, he must have been talking to someone, because there's no way. I agree. He must have been talking to someone. It wasn't you, but who was it? Now I want to know who the mystery woman is. See, this is what happens when you put your business out there. I'm nosy, like it's my own business, and I want the tea.
This is for you, but I don't get how you can get on the internet and explain to everyone how horrible your boyfriend is or your husband is, and then get mad when people are like rightfully calling out this like problematic behavior, and then you turn around and make another video saying like, well, you guys need to mind your business. He's not like that. You painted that picture. You get online and tell everyone that you and your husband haven't spoken in 2 weeks and that he's pretty much ignoring you inside the marital home over whatever silly argument you guys had. And then get upset when people contact the husband or contact his family and send them your video with your words, and now your husband feels some type of way about that. Gets online, sits in his car, records sipping from a Stanley cup saying absolutely nothing basically, and getting upset at the internet for doing what the internet does. And I don't think that every time someone comes on here and complains about their partner means that their partner is a terrible person. But if you're painting a picture that this person is bad, then you have to expect that people are going to think that this person is bad. And it's usually not like 1 or 2 incidents. We're talking about like a pattern. You will get online and speak about a pattern that your partner is exhibiting, and then get upset when people call out like, hey, this pattern isn't good. You should probably get out of that relationship. Sometimes I'm torn because you really shouldn't get on the internet to share your business like this from people who are not licensed in any way to deal with it and who will always have an opinion about things. But then on the other hand, I want you to continue to do that because I love your messy story times.
I'm married, been married for 20 years. Yes, me and my husband argue. Yes, me and my husband have issues. Yes, we done went a couple days without talking to a motherfucker. After a couple days, bitch, it ain't even that serious. Like, we never been where we ain't talked to each other more than 3 days max, maybe 4, but I don't even think 4. But 2 weeks was crazy. Like you said, 2 weeks. I'm like, and y'all still sleep. If y'all wasn't in that same house, I would get it. I would get it. But you're in the same house, sleeping next to each other. Bitch, after a couple days, bitch, he laying next to me, I'm be done touch something, or he gonna be done touch something, and we gonna be done, make up sex. Boom, boom, boom. But 2 weeks is crazy. So, I'm like, I got her point, and I got his point. I didn't initially, when I initially listened to the video, I didn't put it all on him. I was like, okay, well, she had to take some of the responsibility, because to me, it seemed like, he was trying to make sure you okay. And he was trying to make sure his wife was okay. He finna put some food in her belly and this and that. Like, he said, let me get my baby something to eat and this and that. So, to me, I wasn't initially blaming him, but then I was like, okay, well, also he blocked her on every social media, and you locked the door, so she ended up having to sleep downstairs or something like all that was extra. That was a little too much. That was a little extra. But like I said, I got each points, both hers and his, so I really didn't put 100% blame on either of the parties. But he came over here and did this video, and I'm like, at this point, he pretty much said a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of nothing. Oh, my wife, it didn't go like my wife said it, but my wife won today. He really didn't explain anything. You could have just kept that neither here nor there at the end of the day. And then she get on her and I see she's getting mad making videos about other people. Like, it's 5 million people. Everybody's not going to be able to tag you that does a video. You said your video went viral. You have all these people that she done made a video because she's mad at Morgan or whatever for making a video. Do you know how many people made a video about that video? Like, now you want to be mad and upset and angry. Like, y'all, come on now.
My husband, my boyfriend, my baby daddy, because I get along with my baby daddy, not speaking to me at all, being in my presence and not uttering a word to me for 2 full weeks, and also during that time removing me from social media altogether, like as a gotcha, it would have never made it to 2 weeks. That's my thing. It would have never made it to 2 weeks of this walking around acting like he don't see me and not speaking to me. It would have never made it that far. One or two things is gonna happen. He was gonna get out, or I was gonna get out. See you when you want to talk. Because you are not doing it. You will not play that game with me. You will not play that game with me. I don't play that game with no man withholding this and withholding that. I don't play them kind of games, and I ain't accepting nobody playing them kind of games with me either. Girl, bye. They following her. Who cares?
Let this be a lesson to y'all. When these women get on the internet and give us all their business about how they're dating or married to trash, stop commenting. Please, just stop commenting. They all do this. They get on here on the World Wide Web, tell us their business and say, bitches, stay out of it. They get this for clicks, likes, and views, and it doesn't go their way, but they get paid for it. So let's nip all this I'm going to stay with the nigga bird brain shit that come online. Let's start rewarding it. When you see those videos, 1, 2, 3, scroll. Scroll. Don't give them the views. Don't give them the money. Don't give them comments. Because they're going to stay with the man, and they're going to get on here and be mad at us. Let this be a lesson to leave them bird bitches in the nest. Good day.
Locked you on everything? Had you sleeping on the couch, locked the bedroom door? You literally tried to kiss and make up and he rejected that as well? Saying that you don't love him, not talking to you for 2 weeks, all that because a person who's sick doesn't want to be bothered? I kind of feel like this overreaction may be an indication of a much bigger issue. He's acting like you guys had some kind of knockdown, drag-out fight. Just because you're married to someone doesn't mean that you don't also like your alone time, that you don't also sometimes require some space. He asked you if you wanted to be left alone just to act a fool when you said, yes, I do. Some people pick fights when they need an excuse to be angry, to justify actions they were already going to take, or already taking. I don't know if you're a fellow woman of faith or not, but I would start asking God, show me what I'm not seeing. And make it so clear to me that I cannot ignore it. Because asking for some space when you're sick does not warrant your own husband blocking you on everything. Giving you the silent treatment. And if y'all not talking, I'm sure y'all not doing something else. So a man don't want to touch his own wife for 2 weeks? The punishment doesn't seem to fit the crime.
But do you not know how TikTok works? If you bring us a messy situation like your husband has not talked to you for 2 weeks and y'all live in the same house, we're going to investigate and find out who your husband is. That is just how TikTok works. Have you not seen the videos where people be like, TikTok, help me find this person? And then a day later, we know that person's blood type. Like, this is what happens when you bring things to the internet. So Empress brought this to the internet that her husband hasn't talked to her in 2 weeks. And when she made the video, she said that she was feeling nauseous one night and her husband was just like, in her business, not in a bad way, just trying to be attentive. And he was like, do you want me to leave you alone? She said, yeah, just leave me alone for tonight so I can rest. And then I guess he stopped talking to her, wasn't taking affection from her for 2 weeks as they live in the same house. I have been waiting for updates on this story just to find out what was going on because of some very serious things. And I want to get serious for a second because something like that, you're telling us that your husband, who you've been married to, who you share a home with, has not spoken to you for 2 weeks, and then you tried to kiss him and make up and he still denied that affection. That's actually a form of DV. The alienation of emotion is a form of control and DV in itself. So of course some people are going to take it, and at least me, I'm like, okay, this is more serious than what she's saying, because the response to you asking for some alone time while you're sick doesn't meet what happened. It's not equal. Something about that didn't make sense. So then you post a video saying, oh, I can't believe y'all found my husband, and upset at TikTok. Like, TikTok went to you to get your business. You brought the business here, my love. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. I don't know.